Until this morning, Fable 5 was the best model money could buy. Then Anthropic made it pointless. Not by beating it, by releasing something that matches it for a third of the price, their own flagship, undercut by them. And every breakdown you'll watch today shows you the same benchmark bars. I want to show you the part that actually hits your card. Because Frontier just got 3 times cheaper, and your bill is about to go up. Here's what launched. Same price as Opus 4.8, $5 in, 25 out, for a third of the money. Two numbers from their own page. On Cursor Bench, Opus 5 lands within 0.5% to Fable 5's best score at half the cost. On OS World, it beats Fable 5's best result at just over a third. That's the whole story. And the scores are not subtle. Opus 5 scores 3 times higher than the next best model. 3 times. On Frontier Bench, it more than doubles Opus 4.8. This is not an incremental release. By tomorrow, your feed will be full of Opus 5 destroys Fable 5. It didn't. On Cursor Bench, it's still 0.5% behind. It just costs a third, which is somehow the more brutal outcome. So your costs drop, right? Here's what actually happens. When the meter gets cheaper, you stop rationing. One loop becomes 5. Overnight runs you'd never approve, you approve. Cheaper per token, not cheaper per month. I'm not above this, by the way. I got access this morning. I've already spent more than I did all last week. On what? Asking it to calculate how much I was spending. So I'm spending this week actually testing it. Real workloads, real bills, not benchmark charts. Every tip I find goes into my free school community. Link below. Join now so you don't miss it. This has a name. When something gets cheaper, we use more of it. Cheap flights didn't lower travel budgets. Cheap storage didn't empty your drive. And cheap Frontier models will not lower your bill. They'll just remove your last excuse. There's a rule you've been following that just died. Route cheap work to a cheap model. That only made sense when Frontier was expensive. At a third of the price, the routing spreadsheet costs more to maintain than it saves. But here's the upgrade nobody's naming. Verification just got cheap. A second agent auditing the first used to double your cost. Now it's pocket money. The safety net you kept skipping, you can finally afford it. So let's fix it. 3 lines. Line 1. A checker it doesn't control. A second agent whose only job is reading the diff. Not the summary. The summary is marketing. The diff is the truth. Now the part the hype videos will skip. Opus 5 is still behind Mythos 5 on security work. And a benchmark is not your workload. Their tests measure their tasks. The only score that matters is the one you run on yours. Here's the part that outlives this week. If Frontier capability keeps getting cheaper, then owning the best model stops being the advantage. What you wrap around it becomes the advantage. The loop, the checker, the limits. That's the moat now. So here's the move. Upgrade the model, then cap the spend before you feel rich. The 3 lines that keep an overnight run honest are free. Link below. So what do you actually do this week? 3 things. Swap your default model, then run your own tests again. Turn on the checker you couldn't afford yesterday, and lower your budget cap because you're about to use more.